welcome back to another episode of Minecraft 101. Today we are going to work on some enchantments. I've been doing a little bit of work behind the scenes, and I found some more diamonds, and enough to make another tool and a enchantment table. And I've also been farming up some leather to get some books. So we finally got enough for that. So let's head up to the surface and get started on that. So here it is. Nothing fancy yet, but it is a great location for bulk storage. So we've got a couple inventories already started. And I'm kind of loosely basing it like here's fine goods, here is our stones, our barrels back behind here to make even more space, but I also kind of wanted to break it up from just chests, and I think it kind of gives character to have these little barrels back behind it, almost like you've got cupboards and everything. So this is what it looks like. Let me show you out. So it is 3 cells of this, where you've got a patch of 4 in the center, and then each other block is touching water so that you can go and fill it all with sugarcane. And that's your maximum space efficiency. And later on I'll get lily pads so that you don't fall into the water when you're trying to harvest it, or some of it doesn't fall in there, but for now this is more than enough. You will also see all the work that I've done over here on the farm. If I haven't gone over it yet, how you make a book is you use paper, 3 paper, and 1 leather. And you can do that in any shape. It just has to be those 4 materials together. That's how you make books. And I'll just... Oh, what the heck? Oh. Oh, what? Oh. Oh. Oh, no! That thing just got trampled straight to death. Well, as you are seeing, these cows all just grew up within a couple seconds of each other. And it might be time to go through and breed them again. Actually, let's do that real quick. So how you breed a cow is with wheat. And you just simply walk up to it and right-click them. And they will often be attracted to the food. As you see here, they will all try to cram up toward me. Little farm depot here. I did a little bit of decorating and automation for our seeds here. So you just put them into the item hopper and it'll push it into the composter. And then another hopper will pull it out of the composter once it's all finished and put it over into here. And you can see it's stacked up like that. Let's drop these there. Actually, you know what? We're going to use the storage area. Put it to good use. Oops. So here I've got passive mob drops, so squid ink, cow leather. Over here I've got hostile mob drops, string, spiders, creepers, so on and so forth. But right here I got food. I'm kind of stacking that up. We'll see if I get more than enough for a chest's worth of food. Probably not, so that'll probably do us for that one. So with a enchantment table, let's put it down here. You will have this interface, and what you do is you put your item here, and then you need a second material there for lapis. So it's like a reagent that you're putting into the material. And then say you've got lapis in your inventory, you put it here, and you would just click on one of these. And it used to be that you would just have random luck, and it was just this scribble text. So there was no knowing of what you would get. But nowadays, there's the unbreaking, it shows you. But what goes on here is the level that you need to have in order to use this enchantment is right here. The cost of it, though, is right here. So if we want the lowest level enchantment, like say we just need to slap something on like an iron tool, efficiency 1, we would only need 1 level to put an enchantment on here, and it would only cost us 1 level and 1 lapis. But say we want this on breaking, which makes it, less likely to use up its durability. Well, then we would need 8 levels in order to apply that to this, but it would still only cost us 3 levels. So what you'll see down here is I've got 37, and we're going to be using the max rank here. So we're going to get a couple of these level 3 enchantments. But why the books, you might ask? Well, the enchantment table is empowered by books. Let's see how we want to do this. You'll see, text like that start to float into the book there. Let's see what it offers here. Yeah, so we'll see now the base level that we would need is level 2. The cost is still the same, and this will never change. But the enchantments that we can put on it are more powerful. Right now we only have 6 books feeding into it, so it hasn't actually gone up that much. But you can put up to 15 books around it in this kind of radius here. You need to have an open space here. No torches, carpet, or anything in between the books and the enchantment table so that the text can fly in here. And let's expand this further. I usually just wing it, like the shape of my books. So now we will have a fully empowered enchantment table, and it will go all the way up to level 30 here. Now Silk Touch is actually fantastic, and we definitely want this. But we can actually take the pickaxe out, run over here, grab some lapis, and come back, and the enchantment will still be the same. It used to be that you could pop it out, put it back in, and get a different thing, but now it is tied to your player, and this won't change until you've enchanted something else. So say this is a terrible enchantment that you don't want. There's maybe a couple that, you just aren't what you want, and, you need a specific thing for a tool. Then what you would do is either you would go over here and take like a low cost enchantment and then remove that enchantment, or go and enchant something else. But in this case, we totally want Silk Touch. Oh, and that is really good. So what we've got here is, and this is why you want to go to the max rank, is we were only promised Silk Touch, but we got Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3, which makes these really, really good. So Unbreaking, what it does is every time you break a block, it has a smaller chance to remove one of its durability points. So Unbreaking 3 is like, I think it's maybe 2/3 as likely to not go down in durability. So you'll see that it's like down here you see the durability 1555. Say if I go break a block, I'm now so much more likely to have it stay at 1555. And Unbreaking 3 is the max rank for this, so that's pretty fantastic. Efficiency, on the other hand, is also pretty handy for a pickaxe. And what that does is that makes it so that you go through stone faster, or whatever you're mining. Lastly, what Silk Touch does is it makes it so that when you break a block, well, if you break it with the right tool, when you break a block, it drops in its exact form of what it was here. So what we've picked up here is smooth stone. Well, just stone. There is something called smooth stone that you can acquire. But yeah, Silk Touch, that's pretty fantastic. I mean, just all of this right here this is a really good pickaxe now. Let's take a look. We also want to get Fortune. That would be another big boost for us. Alright, so protection 4. That's pretty good. That's, I believe, the max rank for protection. Unbreaking again. And Unbreaking can go on just about any piece of equipment that you want to enchant, or any enchantable equipment. There are a couple things in the game that you just can't. Like a clock or a compass does you no good. Thorns, on the other hand, is handy, but it is also a hindrance. So what it's going to do is whenever a mob hits us, it's also going to take damage. The problem with that is that your durability also takes a smidge bit of damage from that. Having Unbreaking 3, on the other hand, is handy, so we'll take it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we will come back to that. Let's see what this one says. You know what? We're gonna... Oh no! Okay, well, that's not ideal. But we'll take it. We will make this thing last for a while. So, we're gonna go down into the mines and extract some of the diamonds that I had found. With our Silk Touch, we can pull diamond ore up and save it for later because we want an enchantment on a pickaxe called Fortune. And Fortune goes up to level 3, and what that does is it gives you a greater chance at acquiring more of a drop. This is something I mentioned earlier about, like when we were trying to get some lapis, where you can get up to like 4 times the actual amount. So let's go through, collect this, and we're going to hold on to this until we have a Fortune pickaxe, because we want to use Fortune 3 because instead of 1 diamond, we can get up to 4 diamonds. And so this could be, usually it averages out to 10 or double. So this could be anywhere from double to 4 times, so 10 to 20 diamonds from this ore. The next thing I think we need to do is probably figure out some sort of zombie farm. So that way we can get just plenty of XP rolling. And over here, back behind the sugarcane farm, I actually found an easy pathway down into the zombie farm. So we're probably going to end up using this, but I think that's going to be something for the next episode, probably. Alrighty, there is one last block to know about with enchantment, and that is the grindstone. So you'll see up here, repair or disenchant. So as I mentioned earlier, you can repair items. And one of the ways you do that is by shoving 2 items of the same type together. So if I had another iron sword, you could put it here. You can't do it like this. That's only the anvil that you can do that with. But you can do that with 2 iron swords, and they'll get a combination of the durability. If you have enchantments on this, it will remove them. So say you got an enchantment that you don't want unbreaking on this anymore. You would just plop it up here and you would grab it here. We do want unbreaking, so we're going to keep that. But yeah, so this is if you got a bad enchantment or find an item with an enchantment that you don't care for, you can plop it in here, remove it, and you get some of the XP from it back. So this is great if you find a piece of equipment that you don't want to use the enchantments. You get some of the free XP and then you just re-enchant it. And you can use this to your advantage if you say can only find really awful enchantments in here. What you can do is grab the lowest one you can find with a book and then turn right around and plop the book in here. And you can't do that, right now because it's a normal book, but plop it in here and disenchant the book. And it's just ready to go again. You'll lose some of the XP for that, but it's worth it sometimes to just refresh the other enchantments. I think that's pretty much it for right now for the basic enchantments. The way you make books, let's talk about that real quick. Or bookshelves, that is 6 wood of any type combined with 3 books. So in order to get a completely fully powered enchantment table, you need 15 of these, which means 45 books plus 1 for the enchantment table. So 46 books, which is 46 leather and 3 times that for the sugarcane. So hence why it's just good to have a farm for both. We will probably need leather for other things later on, but it's really, other than the food aspect of the steak, the leather is mostly used, or cow farms are mostly used for just getting the books right here. I think that'll do it for this episode. We're going to keep this one pretty short. Keep it simple. Keep focused on this one. Been doing some brainstorming and planning, and I'm thinking I'm going to build a bridge over here. And we're going to build up on the mountaintops here. get onto that in another time. For now, I think we're gonna call it here. Look at that shiny diamond sword. Well, it's not terribly shiny yet. It's not enchanted, but it's brand spanking new. Hasn't been used yet. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. Make sure you subscribe. Give it a like if you think it's deserving. And stick around for more. Happy mining, happy crafting. Until next time.